Hello students, very good morning. In today's class, we will discuss ICSE class 6, chapter 2.1, operations on whole numbers. I believe in conceptual learning, so we will discuss the concept deeply, which will help us to solve the problems easily throughout our life. Okay, you just remember that math is such a subject which we require throughout our life. So, we should get clear concept. Okay. In this chapter, we will discuss closure property of subtraction for whole numbers, then commutative property, then associative property, and then subtraction property of 0. Okay. So, one by one we will discuss. First, we will discuss this closure property of subtraction for whole number. In our last class, we have already discussed closure property of addition for whole numbers, and in that class we have discussed that for any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b is always a whole number. Okay, but in case of subtraction, a minus b is a whole number only when a is greater than or equal to b. If a is less than b, then a minus b will not be a whole number. Let us take an example. Suppose the value of a is 7 and b is 5. So, 7 is greater than 5. It means its result will be a whole number if we subtract these two numbers. 7 minus 5 equal 2. And 2 is a whole number. Let us take another example. Let a be 12 and b be 4. We know 12 is greater than 4. So, 12 minus 4 will result a whole number. Okay. But we will take an example where a is less than b. Let a is 5 and b is 7. So now a is less than b. So if we try to subtract 7 from 5, so 5 minus 7, the result is minus 2, which is not a whole number. Okay. So, if we try to subtract two whole numbers where the first number is less than the second number, then our result, we will not get a whole number. Okay. So, that's why we can say closure property does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers, or we can say whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Okay. Let us take more example. 1000 minus 436. Okay. So 1000 minus 436. Here 1000 is greater than 436. So definitely we will get a whole number as a result. Okay. 10 minus 6. 4, then 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 4 5, 564, and it is a whole number. Then this one 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 5, 5, 4. Here also we know this number is greater than the second number. The first number is greater 1. So again we will get the result as a whole number. 12 minus 4, 8, 12 minus 5, 7, then 13 minus 5, 8, then 4 minus 2, 2, and 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, 12 minus 4, 8, then 12 minus 5, 7, then 13 minus 5, 8, 4 minus 2, 2, and 2 minus 1, 1. 1, 2, 8, 7, 8, and it is a whole number. Then this example 55258 and second number 51248. In this case also first number is greater than second number, that's why we will get a whole number in our result if we subtract these two numbers. So 8 minus 8 0, 5 minus 4 1, 2 minus 2 0, 5 minus 1 4 and 5 minus 5 0. So no need to write this. Okay. Again we will cross check. 8 minus 8 0, 5 minus 4 1, 2 minus 2 0, 5 minus 1 4, 4 0 1 0, and we know it is a whole number. Okay. Then we will move to our next slide. Check if the following subtractions are possible in the system of whole numbers by just looking at the numbers. Okay. We will not subtract. Only by looking at the numbers we will decide whether here the subtraction is possible in the system of whole numbers only. Okay. And we know from our this slide that only if A is greater than or equal B, then only subtraction is possible in whole number system. Okay. So we will check for this criteria. So first number is 1000, second number is 1436. Okay. So this number is less than 1436. So we will write here 1000 is less than 1436. Okay. So subtraction is not possible in the system of whole numbers. Okay. Then second one 25432 and 25234. So 25432 is greater than 25254. Okay. So subtraction is possible in the system of whole numbers. Okay. So like this you have to write the proper procedure. I am always saying procedure is important while you are writing the solution for any math problem. Okay. If you will not write the proper procedure, then the teacher will not give proper marks. Okay. And students are always complaining that sir, I attend all the questions but still I did not get I did not get proper marks. Sorry. Okay. The next one 55258 and 56248. Here 55258 is less than 56248. So not possible. You have to write like this. So subtraction is not possible in the system of whole numbers. I am writing not possible. Okay, detail you will write. Then 22567 and 22567. So here both are same. Okay, and as our condition, it may be greater than or may be equal. Okay, if A is greater than or equal, in both the cases it is possible to get the result in the system of whole number. Okay, so here possible. Then 1 1 2 3 4 7 and here 1 1 2 3 4 8. So here how to check which one is greater? From leftmost digit we will check. So here leftmost digit is 1, here also 1, both are same. Then next digit 1, again here 1, both are same. Then next digit 2 and 2, both are same. Then here 3 3, both are same. 4 and 4 both are same, but here it is 7 and here it is 8. Okay, so means the first number is less than second number. Okay, like this you can check. See, this number, second number we will check again. So here 2, the leftmost digit. Then next one 5, both are same. Then next one, this one 4 and this is 2. So 25432 is greater than 25254. Okay, let us take another number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Sorry. And 3, 2, 8, 5. Okay, so here 4 digits are there and here 5 digits are there. So definitely this number is greater than this number. Okay, we will take another example. 3, 2, 8, 5, 7. Okay, so in this case here also 5 digit is there and here also 5 digit. So how to know which one is greater? Take the leftmost digit. Okay, and here it is 2, here it is 3. So this number is greater than, second number is greater than first number, or we can say first number is less than second number. So if the digits of both the numbers are same and the leftmost is smaller, so that complete number will be smaller. Here 5 digits, here 5 digits, and 2 is smaller than 3. So this complete number is smaller than this complete number. But in this case, here 5 digits are there and here 4 digits. So we know a 5 digit number is greater than a 4 digit number. Okay, let us take another example. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Sorry. And we will write here 2, 4, 8, 5, 7. So here also 5 digit, here also 5 digit. And the leftmost one, 2 and 2. In both the cases it is same. So we will take the next number. Here it is 3 and here 4. Okay. So as 3 is smaller one, so it is less than the second number. Okay. So like this you can find which one is larger and which one is smaller. Okay. And if A is greater than or equal to B, then A minus B will be whole number. But if A is less than B, then the result will not be a whole number. Okay, so subtraction are not possible in the system of whole number. Okay, result is possible, but the result will not lie in system of whole number. It will be outside of system of whole numbers. We are discussing only about whole numbers. Okay, then find the missing digits. We already did in addition also. Same way we will do in subtraction. So here 256 minus 12 dash equal 128. So what we will do? Okay, from 6 how much we will subtract? So we will get 8. Here 6 is a smaller number. So we will bring from here 1. Okay, so 16. Now 16 minus how much equal to 8? 16 minus 8 equal to 8. Okay, now here 4 is there, so 4 minus 2 equal 2 and 2 minus 1 equal 1. So it is correct. The blank will be 8. Then this one 5 minus 7, not possible. So we will bring 1 from here, so it will be 15. 15 minus 7, 8. And here, as here 4 is there. So now if here 8 is there, means 8 minus 4 will be 4. But we took 1 this side, so it will be 8 plus 1, that is 9. Okay, so let us cross check again. From 9 we took 1 here, so as it is tens place, if we take 1 from here, it will be 10 here. Previously 5 is there, so it became 15. 15 minus 7 equal 8. Okay, and here now remain 9 minus 1 equal 8. So 8 minus 4 equal 4. Okay, so our blank is 9. Then here in this case, dash minus 8 equal 8. Okay, so again it will be 16. 16 minus 8 equal 8. So in this blank we will write 6. Okay, and this 1 we brought from here. So now here only 4 exists. So 4 minus dash equal 4. 4 minus 0 equal 4. Then this one 4 minus 3 equal 1. So 6, 0 and 1. Okay. I think you understood this one. Again, I will clarify. See, here 8 is there. So from which number, if we subtract 8, then 8 will remain. Naturally 16. But 16 we can't write here. Here only one digit we can write. So we are writing 6. And this 1 definitely we brought from 5. Okay. See, 4, 5, 6 minus 3, 0, 8. How we are doing? 1 we brought from this tens place. So it became 16. 16 minus 8, 8. Then now here in tens place remained 4. So 4 minus 0, 4. Then 4 minus 3, 1. 148. Okay, very simple. So these blanks we filled up. This is 0 and this is 6 and this is 1. Then say what time it will be. 5 hours before 2 p.m. Okay, let's draw a number line. This is 2 p.m. Okay, 5 hours before. So 1 hour before it is 1 p.m. Again 1 hour before it is 12 noon. Again 1 hour before it is 11 a.m. Then 1 hour before it is 10 a.m. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 1 hour before it is 9 a.m. Okay, so means 5 hours before 2 p.m. it is 9 a.m. So we got the answer, but how to write? As I always say, that proper procedure you have to write while you are writing or you are solving any mathematics problem. Higher class students are also doing wrong during this time calculations. Okay, so remember, whenever we are doing time calculation, we have to convert the time to 24-hour clock. Okay, so by converting 2 p.m. to 24-hour clock, we get 2 plus 12 equal 14. Then 5 hours before equal 14 minus 5, that is 9. Okay, again converting this to 12-hour clock, we will get 9 a.m. Okay, similarly here 8 hour before noon. So noon, the procedure you will write, I am just explaining the theory. So noon means 12 o'clock. And no need to add here anything. Okay, so noon is 12 and we know midnight is 24. Okay, in 24-hour clock. So here 12, then 8 hours before, so minus 8 equal 4, and after converting this to 12-hour clock, we will get 4 a.m. Okay, and here 2 hours before midnight, add as I already said, midnight means 24. Okay, and 2 hours before midnight means -2. So we get 22. Okay, and in 12 hours clock, 22 means 22 minus 12. So it is 10 p.m. Okay, let us do some more problems. Suppose it is 4 hours after midnight. Okay, so midnight means 24, and when we are adding here, okay, so we will take it as 0. Okay, so it is 4 a.m. Clear? Because we are adding something here. So again it will start from 0. But when we are calculating before, then we will take it as 24. So 24 minus 2, 10 p.m. But after means we will add it to 0. So 0 plus 4, that is 4 a.m. Let us take another example. 4 hours after noon. Okay, so noon means 12 and 4 hours after means 12 plus 4. So it is 16, and 16 means if we present in 12 hour timing, so we will get 16 minus 12, that is 4 p.m. Okay, so whenever we are subtracting 12, we will always get p.m. Remember this thing. If we are not subtracting, means directly we are getting the value, then that is a.m. Because in 24-hour clock, from 1 to 12, it is a.m. Okay, 1 to 11 it is a.m., 12 is noon, then 1 p.m., 2 p.m., like this up to 24. Okay, or we can say 00. Then again 1 a.m., 2 a.m., like this it will continue. Okay, so 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., like this up to 11 a.m., then 12 noon, then 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., like this up to 24 or 00 midnight. Okay, so I believe you got a clear idea. We have discussed so many examples. Then we will move to our next slide. Add 258 to the difference of 1276 and 1145. So here we will do two arithmetic operations, addition and subtraction. Okay, so first we will do subtraction. So 1276 minus 1145. Then we will add 258 to it. Okay, it is the actual meaning of this question. So both are 4-digit numbers. So directly we will do 6 minus 5, 1, 7 minus 4, 3. Okay, from this number, unit place to unit place, tens place to tens place, okay, 100 place to 100 place, we will subtract like this. Clear? So 6 minus 5, 1, 7 minus 4, 3. Then here 2 minus 1, 1, and 1 minus 1, 0. So no need to write this. Then plus 2, 5, 8. So 8 plus 1, 9. 5 plus 3, 8. And 2 plus 1, 3. So our result is 389. Okay. So first you have to understand the question, what is given there. Add 258 to the difference of 1276 and 1158. So we have to find out difference of these two numbers. Then we will add 258 to the result. Okay. Then we will move to our next slide. Find the difference between the smallest 5-digit number and largest 4-digit number. So which one is the smallest 5-digit number? Let us take a single digit whole number. So we know it starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then next number is 10. That is a 2-digit number. Okay. So single digit smallest number is 0 and largest number is 9. And 2-digit smallest number is 10 and largest number is 99. Okay. Like this 3-digit smallest number is 100 and largest number is 999. Then 4-digit smallest number is 1000 and largest number is 9999. So if we follow the pattern, the smallest 5-digit number means 1 and 4 zeros. Okay, smallest 6-digit number means 1 and 5 zeros. Okay, and here given smallest 5-digit number and largest 4-digit number. Largest number means all 4 digits are 9. So this one. Okay, then find the difference. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, so this one smallest 5-digit number and this one largest 4-digit number, and we will find the difference between this. So difference is 1. Okay, always the difference between 5-digit smallest number and 4-digit largest number is 1. The difference between 4-digit largest number, smallest number and 3-digit largest number is 1. Okay, see here, single digit largest number and double digit smallest number, the difference is 1. Then double digit largest number and triple digit smallest number, the difference is 1. Okay, like this here also 4-digit largest number and 5-digit smallest number, the difference is 1. And we can also subtract if required. Okay, you can cross check. Then check if the difference of largest 6-digit number. Largest 6-digit number means all digits will be 9. Okay, 6 nines. And smallest 7-digit number possible in the system of whole numbers. Smallest 7-digit number means 1 and 6 zeros. Okay, so if we will subtract this, we will get -1. So it is asking, is possible in the whole number system? So is not possible in whole number system. Okay, but what we will write? We will write here the 6-digit largest number is this one, 7-digit smallest number is this one. As we know, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry. We have to write the relation first number to second number. Okay. So as we know, the first number is less than the second number. So difference is not possible in whole number system. So difference is not possible in whole number system. Always remember to write proper procedure. Okay, don't forget the procedure. Okay, so we know whenever first number is less than second number, the difference is not possible in whole number system. Here the question is given in a tricky way, but we already did 4 or 5 questions like this previously. Okay, the next one we will do. Next property, commutative property. So for addition, we know that whole number satisfies commutative property, but for subtraction it is not. Why? Let us take an example. Let a equal 7 and b equal 3. Okay, so A minus B means 7 minus 3, so the result is 4. But B minus A equal 3 minus 7 minus 4, and we know 4 not equal minus 4. 4 और minus 4 दोनों same है? No, these are not equal. That's why A minus B not equal B minus A. Okay, therefore commutative property does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers. Let us take another example. Let A equal 12 and B equal 15. Okay, so 12 minus 15, it is minus 3, and 15 minus 12, it is 3. Okay, then we will move to our next slide. Associative property. Associative property also does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers. Let us check with an example. 7 minus 5 minus 3. Okay, so 5 minus 3, 2, and 7 minus 2 is 5. But if we will do A minus B, then minus C. Okay, and C is 3. Okay, means we grouped here in our first case, we grouped B and C, and in second case, we grouped A and B. So 7 minus 5, 2, and minus 3, that is minus 1. Okay, and we know 5 not equal minus 1. So associative property also does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers. Okay, then we will move to our next slide. Subtraction property of 0. Okay, so for any whole number A, if we add 0 to it, the number, sorry, it was wrong, the number will be remain as usual. Okay, let us take an example. 7. So 7 minus 0 is 7. Let us take 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. Okay, let us take it 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. So for any whole number A, when we subtract 0 from it, the number will remain as usual. This is subtraction property of 0. Then we will move to next slide. By how much 5532951 less than 1 crore. Okay, so we have to subtract this much, this number from 1 crore. So let us write 1 crore first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Then we will subtract this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 5, 3, 2, 9, 5, 1. Okay, so 10 minus 1, 9, 9 minus 5, 4, 9 minus 9, 0, then 9 minus 2, 7, 9 minus 3, 6, 9 minus 5, 4, 4. So 4, 4, 6, 7, 0, 4, 9. Okay, by how much 5532951 less than 1 crore, means we have to subtract this number from 1 crore. Okay, and 1 crore means it is in Indian system. Okay, like this. So total 7 zeros. So we will do a quick revision what we discussed. So first we discussed closure property, and we came to know that closure property does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers. Then we discussed this timing also important. We discussed how to calculate the time, 5 hours before, 8 hours before, 2 hours before, like this. And we already discussed here how to convert to 24-hour clock. Okay, before calculating any time, we have to convert it to 24-hour clock if we are calculating before time. Okay, then we discussed commutative property. and here also commutative property also does not hold good for subtraction with whole numbers. Then we discussed associative property, and associative property also does not hold good for subtraction. Okay. Then subtraction property of 0, we discussed that for any whole number, if we subtract 0 from it, then the number will remain as usual. Okay. So from this complete lesson, from 2.1 and 2.2, okay, this one 2.2, huh? So 2.1 and 2.2, we came to know that for addition, all the properties that may be closure, commutative or associative, those are hold good. Okay, but for subtraction, closure property does not hold good, no commutative, no associative. Okay, so for addition only all the properties satisfies, but for subtraction this property don't satisfy. Okay, so we will conclude our class here. You can download complete PDF notes. Link is in description. Thank you and keep practicing.